there, and welcome to my first tutorial of sorts. For my fifth graders, I thought that we would begin from our Schoology page, since this is what we use regularly and with what we are most familiar. From our study skills page, which is where the homework is normally posted, we'll look down the same area with under files and links, which is where we can find homework and other sources, and these are some of the prior games we've used. And at the top, I put in our new strategy that we're going to be using, our new tool. It's called Symbaloo, which will be a great little housing or home for our bookmarks. So we click on that, and it takes us to this page, and you can use either this link or this one, whichever one, where it opens it to its own new page of its own. And you'll see here, this is the first page we're using. This one up here, it's called Room 21 Projects. Generally, there's a Room 21 General, which has other information on it. And I have to share with you what I intended to do as the background or the wallpaper was really cool, where it includes right there Room 21 Rocks in our bucket rainbow colors. But it wouldn't work since I had originally added a different picture first on this one. It wouldn't load. So anyhow, you'll see that there are many tiles on here which are color coded, and the way that I've done it, that you have to manually do that. And in this case, since this is specifically for projects, for our class projects, they may not necessarily be color coded in the same way as our classes, our class subjects. So normally we use green here for our class subjects for science. I've chosen here for today to use blue, since we're dealing with water, water cycle, and weather. I thought that would be clever. And so these are all the ones on the left-hand corner, which will be specifically the ones you'll use relating to whichever topic or subject that we're working on, whatever project. On the right-hand side over here, we've got a lot of useful links that are helpful, kind of generic, but ones that we use regularly: Schoology, Google Drive, and so on. And includes pictures that you can use for your projects, edu-creations, and even a converter. If we look down here at the lower left, there are some even more useful websites that are generic. These include some social studies, discovery, and other useful websites, TED Talk, and so on. And then on the right-hand side are primarily ones that I use that are my teaching-related websites. So the purpose of this is for you to be able to click on any one of the links in our project area here and be able to, you just click right on the tile and it brings up another window for you and that site, which may or may not be helpful for you. I'm going to close this for now because I think it's going to be a little bit loud. But this enables you to really hone in on very specifically on some appropriate websites that I would like for you to take a look at in order to do your research for your project. And what I'd like you to become familiar with is how to sift through a lot of information. This is only 11 websites here, and I'm hoping that you will peruse and find your own. But not only to find the proper information, because in this case I've already kind of done that for you, is narrowed down these sites here, but also enable you to use these just as a jumping off point should you decide that you would like to search for more, which I would encourage. In this site, you can add a tile by simply clicking on any of the empty tiles. Click on it right here. And if you'd like to choose from within, if you already have a website that you know about, then you can just cut and paste it right in there. Or it's slow today. Or you can click on it and add a new tile, and it will show you up. It's thinking. Where you can search with a tile that's within the topic. So if you wanted to look up more websites on the water cycle, you just type that in, and it'll bring up ones that are already in its personal database. So they're all going to be ones that are appropriate, proper. Many are education related, although not all of them are. Many businesses use this same site as well. So that's a way where you can add a tile if you need to do that. And you can create one. So at some point we'll go a little bit further into how you can create some of your own and how we can share these. For now, I'd like you to use just this site, this jumping off point, in searching for your topics, since it already provides those tiles that are tailored for students, education, and so forth, and we know that they're appropriate, and it will limit you from being overwhelmed by so much information that's out there on the web. Once you've gathered and sifted through all of these sites, which is we call curating, kind of sifting through what information that you need, hopefully you'll branch out and try to find some on your own. Then you will decide with your team how you want to focus your video on the water cycle, which should also include its effects, how you can get other students, faculty, and community members to buy into water conservation, where and how to improve the reservoirs in our area, and how it may affect our ecosystems. I would like for you to try to create your videos with edu creations. However, if you prefer something else and your group decides that that works, I'm happy to let you branch out and do that as well. Edu creations is one that I'm leaning toward, and it's already got my sign in here. But this is one that we will be using, and I'll go into more detail later, how you can create your own websites and, or sorry, your own videos. Keep in mind, anytime you're working on a task such as this, it's important to ask a lot of questions in order for you and your group to narrow your focus. In that process, you'll hone in on the important aspects and produce something that will interest and impress your entire audience. Just be sure that you actually answer your question, and know that your audience will be myself, of course, your classmates, staff members, and anyone else who might be interested. So good luck with that, and I wish you happy studying.